With us in studio now is Tom Djokovic. Tom is the CEO of XsunX Incorporated. Their stock symbol's XSNX. Tom, good to see you again.
Thanks for having me back, Don.
Well, we had a really interesting conversation last week about the solar carport industry. Then lo and behold, I'm checking your press releases this week. You had a doozy of one. Tell us about that.
Oh yeah, Don. Well, we just filed our annual report where we announced that we literally tripled our revenues from the previous year. We've just started this business essentially 2 years going here, and we did quite well. Tripled the revenues. We cut our operating expenses at the same time, and not on a percentage of revenue. I mean, we literally cut the total operating expenses while tripling revenues. So we've really put a lot of infrastructure in place to really be able to be very efficient at marketing, selling, installing commercial and residential solar systems. And so with the addition of this carport capabilities, where we've literally shaved our costs on them by about 35%, it really sets us up to be able to market those very heavily, the carports, in 2016. And we think that's going to be a big source of revenue for us here in this year.
It's got to be very gratifying as a public company CEO when you made a decision. And I remember when you first came on the program and told us you were getting into the solar installation market. Mm-hmm. And we were very impressed by that. To see it become so successful in such a short period of time, from the standpoint of a public company CEO, you've got to say to yourself, gee, I made a good decision here.
Well, I think so. Yeah, I mean, I feel really strongly about the entire solar sector. In moving into this sector, I felt it's got a lot of potential, and we can really become a major player in it. Now, we've been doing it organically. Some players come in and they start making acquisitions. You can take a look at both avenues and say maybe one's better than the other. I really like the organic method. Something that we grow, we own. It reduces the amount of equity capital we have to give out. But the bottom line is it's working for us. We're growing, and I think the next couple of years is going to be very big for us.
Now, as we discussed for a bit last week, here in 2016, you're going to concentrate or increase your concentration, I guess I should say, on the solar carport sector. Tell us about that.
Well, Don, yeah, the solar carport sector is an area we're very excited about because of the fact that when we go talk to commercial clients, quite often, let's say you've got a $10,000 bill, $20,000 a month bill, but they have a roof that either, let's say it's 10 years into a 20-year lifespan. So do we put a 25-year solar system product on a roof with only 10 years left, or do we have to spend more money re-roofing it? Those are some of the challenges. Others are just simply regulatory issues, how much actual space we could use, because we have to deal with fire codes and setbacks and requirements. So when it's all said and done, sometimes we're fortunate and we can literally eliminate virtually 100%, or quite often it's between 70 to 80% of a client's bill. Sometimes it's only 10, 15% on a roof. So when we can then offer the solar carport alternative without really that much of a cost increase, and allow a client to get to that 70, 80, 90% offset, then we're really providing tremendous value. And with our ability to source the materials, install, manage, and deliver these, reducing our overhead our cost by 35% on these, we literally can shave a full year off of the payback requirements for most clients, which is very substantial, and it really makes the economics on these superb.
It's kind of interesting because something you just said to me that I hadn't thought of before. When you have a company that has a 10-year life cycle left on their roof, mm-hmm. Yeah, it probably might not make sense to put a 25-year solar panel on that roof. Mm-hmm. And so you're saying that by offering the solar carport, the cost is comparable to re-roofing the building? Is that kind of what you're saying?
It's actually less. I mean, when we were relying on specialty third-party contractors who come in, they supply all the frames, they drill the holes, they stick them all in, and when they leave, you essentially have this roof that you're ready to put your solar panels on. And most of the solar contractors out there are paying a premium for that. We've eliminated that middleman, and in doing that, we're able to literally offer the solar carport for, in some instances, maybe as little as 20, 25 cents a watt more than had they gone on the roof. And overall, that's still less expensive than actually re-roofing the structure.
And of course, it goes back to the increasing the value of the property. I mean, with a carport system in place, that makes the property more valuable, as well as the solar panels.
Shaded parking, solar car charging, for electric cars, and as you said, it does increase the desire, the aesthetics and the desirability of the property substantially.
Fascinating. Once again, XsunX Incorporated, XSNX is their stock symbol. I've said this before, Tom, but every time you come into the store, it just gets better and better. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks.